Hey guys, Big Hair Productions here with you today, and I'm taking a look at the RX-78-2 entry grade Gundam with the full weapons kit. Taking a look at the box art, I would say the box art is fairly rudimentary compared to what I'm usually used to, compared to the high grade and master grade stuff. This is what comes with the box. You get instructions, and you get 2 bags of stuff, and yeah, it's definitely less pieces than, for example, a high grade or master grade. So yeah, it's definitely a good kit for beginners. Alright, so now I'm going to build it here, and here's just a closer look at all of the pieces. Alright, so I'm back from vacation, and here is the RX-78-2 Gundam. I filmed the building, the box opening, and box stuff while I was on vacation. I was actually lucky to find this guy while I was on vacation. I found him at a JQ store, and before y'all say that JQ is like super overpriced, you're not wrong. JQ stores are pretty overpriced. This guy was actually a pretty fair price, $20. And on Amazon, he's like 38 bucks, so I just figured, you know what, I'll buy it now. So yeah, his is pretty good so far. I have some other comparisons, some different Gundams that I have. So I have the I totally forgot the name of this guy. Some different Gundams that I have. So I have the I totally forgot the name of this guy. I spent like minutes, hours just trying to remember his name. I can't remember his name. Help me out in the comments. But yeah, here he is next to this blue guy. I've done multiple Gundam stop motions in the past before, and I'm really a big fan of the model kits, but this time I actually just really decided that I wanted to do a full-on review, and I honestly, because it's 2026, I wanted to start the year out by experimenting with my audience and seeing what you guys like. So if you guys like Gundam content, like this video and subscribe for more if you guys like it. So yeah, and then here we have the Zaft Freedom Strike Gundam. This is a master grade. These two are high grades. Oh, actually, no, this is high grade. This is an entry grade. I got the entry grade because I wanted to get the high grade one, but it was 44 bucks, and well, I figured 20 bucks was a better price, especially since, you know, you get the full armory kit and stuff. In fact, it's good that I recorded the box opening and stuff. The box is like super smashed from me taking it back on the airplane. So that's funny. But anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much scaling. Let's get into articulation here. Keep in mind, this is an entry grade Gundam, so I don't know how well it's going to scale to a master grade or anything like that. It's probably going to be less. Compared to this high grade one, the elbow joints on this high grade aren't very good. I mean, they're pretty good. They go past 90, but it's not like anything spectacular. In fact, I would say that the elbow joints on the entry grade do a little better. However, he doesn't have any butterfly joints because it's an entry grade, but yeah. So however, he doesn't have any butterfly joints because it's an entry grade, but yeah. So he has 2 ball joints at the head. He has one at the neck and then one down here. So you can get all kinds of posing. You can get like a flight pose and stuff. You can get all kinds of posing. And then, you know, he has the he can move his arm. So it's interesting. So there's actually a ball joint here, and then there's a joint here. So he can move his arm up at the actual shoulder to arm connection, and then there's actually a ball joint where he can move it up. So, you know, he has all kinds of arm movement. He can put it all the way up, which is really cool. And then, you know, he has a 360. The joints are a little tight, which is good because, you know, I was worried about loose joints, but, you know, yeah. And then you have bicep swivel. It's a single jointed elbow. It looks like a double joint, but it's not, actually. It's just a single joint. But you still get some pretty decent posing out of this single joint. Yeah. And then, you know, for the abs, you can get it. I think you can get some significant crunch. There you go. There is a huge gap right there because it's an entry grade. I honestly don't mind the gap because from the front it looks kind of cool. The back, it's kind of ugly, but Like, let's be real, I'm not gonna like just sit there and film the back the whole time. You can get some good side to side. There's a ball joint there. It's 360 swivel, and yeah, it's a pretty good articulation. And yeah, that just fell off. I gotta put that back in. Hold on. All right, I don't think that's all the way in, but I'll probably fix that off camera. But yeah, and then for the legs, you have for the hips actually you have these plates move forward for the legs, and then these are on a ball joint, these side panels. The back, I don't know if it moves up and down or not. Yeah, no, the back is stationary, I think. And then for the legs, I've heard some things about the hip joints being kind of a breaking point. My hip joints actually aren't too bad. At first, they were super tight, but then as I moved them around, they definitely got looser. Obviously, is the shield. Nice. Not too loose though. It's a good one thing that I thought was interesting is this far compared to my master grade version of this guy. So you get some decent poseability. I don't have them on hand right now. You can twist it, and then you can do the splits. Shield, not very far. Is actually like an actual joint. And you get a double jointed leg. Shield piece right there. Get some this is actually you just kind of plug it in, rotation, and you can take it out, pivot, and then you just kind of place it back in. Yeah, you can get a lot of tilts. Definitely interesting. Cool. It's not bad. It's got but it's just different. And then I also forgot. And then you get the beam javelin. I actually don't know when he uses this. I actually haven't seen a lot of the movies. I definitely plan on watching them at some point. I actually started watching the first RX-78-2 movie, the first ever Gundam movie. I was on Netflix for a time. Okay, he comes with a pulse rifle. This was kind of a letdown for me. I was hoping there'd be some of the secondary handle would have articulation, but no, the only thing that has articulation is the sight, which is fine. And then also I will need to paint the sight. It is an entry grade, so put that off. But I will give it some slack. I do plan on watching. Yeah, it's a nice. And I honestly think it's a nice gun. Try to repaint this if I do end up getting another RX-78-2 white or silver or something. HG. But yeah, you get the beam javelin. It's pretty cool. It's only two pieces, or it's maybe I'll just use the other and then like HG one. This whole thing. It's a better set. There's that. I do definitely want to get my hands on the Origin one with all the cool weapons and stuff, and then like I believe it comes with like a shoulder cannon or something. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's the rifle. Pretty simplistic, but yeah. And then he comes with his rocket launcher. This piece comes off, so you can put it in his hands, because his hands actually don't come apart like an HG does. It doesn't like split open like that, which is kind of sad. Anyway, there's some articulation there, which is cool. I will need to paint this as well. I'll probably make a video on that since there's so much to paint. Then he has his fling, or his mace, and it's actually two pieces, so you get the handle, which is cool because it's like an anchor, so he can hold on, like hold on, let me attach it in from this end, right? And then he can like throw the anchor or something and hook this dude in the face or something, and then he can also just beat the crap out of him with a giant ball, spiky ball. But yeah, there's only one joint. It's kind of loose. I might have to like tighten it up somehow, like joint tightener. I don't know if joint tightener will work. It's kind of a small joint, but yeah, it's kind of loose. But I mean, you can work around it. You can kind of balance it maybe, or just like kind of pose it in a way where it looks right, I guess. But yeah, then I might also paint this too, just because the gray is kind of, yeah, it's kind of not that great. And then you get the beam saber pieces, which go into the beam sabers right there, which is really cool. And yeah, so that's it for accessories. He comes with a good amount of accessories, which I'm really happy for a $20 Gundam. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys liked this one. If you did, like this video and subscribe for more Gundam content, and comment down below which Gundams I should get. I'm thinking of doing more high grade versions, because the high grades are easier to stop motion animate. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. Have a great new year, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.